ছিলাম না আপা।
Don't justify your actions. You are a beast. You know that? তুই একটা beast. তোরে কি আমি কম উপকার করছি? হ্যাঁ? তোরে কি আমি কম উপকার করছি? কেন তুই আমাকে এরকম একটা ট্র্যাপে ফেললি? কেন তুই আমাকে এরকম একটা ট্র্যাপে ফেললি? বল।
Hi, this is Sheena Chohan, and you're watching me on Cineblues.
Hi friends, this is Ahwaan Padhee here, and today we have one of the award-winning Indian actress who celebrated for her transformative performances, emotional depth, and rare ability to completely disappear into her characters. With over a decade in the industry, she has emerged as one of the most dynamic talents to watch out for. And 2025 is really special for her because it marked a defining chapter with her Hindi film debut, and that is Sant Tukaram, where she played the soul-stirring role of Jijabai. Yes, the devoted, resilient wife of the saint opposite actor Subodh Bhave. So, welcome, Sheena Chohan, to Cineblues. Hi, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and how are you?
All good, all good. Ma'am. Thank you so much. So, सीना जी सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको बधाई देना चाहूंगा संत तुकाराम के लिए। लोगों ने बहुत इसको पसंद किया है। आपका रोल भी बहुत चर्चा में है। इट्स ए रोल which has really shows a lot of depth in the character. So, how are you feeling right now after Sant Tukaram?
I'm actually feeling very grateful because, firstly, it's my first Hindi film, and it's also for the first time actually this film is being made in Hindi. पहले दो बार ये मराठी में बन चुकी है, पर ये हिंदी में पहली बार बन रही है। तो राधिका आप्टे ने इसका मराठी में किया था, और गौरी जी ने जब आई थिंक इट वाज 1930 जब ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट में बनी थी. So for me to play a role like Avali Jijabai, especially because she studied in the history books even today, very very strong characters, deeply rooted to culture, and also very relevant for women in today's time. Because जो किरदार है मेरा एक तरीके से it's very relevant to the women today, and you know, in terms of the message of the story which Aditya Om put together, I think that all of this makes it a very exciting film and a story to be a part of, and I'm just very grateful. And also, honestly, the responses have been so amazing, so good. I was just talking to Anis Bazmi sir right now, and he was like, you know, what an amazing, intense performance. I was talking to Vishal Furia, who did work with Kajol last in Ma, and just every from Raju Hirani to it's just amazing to get such encouraging feedback from the industry. It feels great. Blessed.
Yeah, really, really. So yeah, you spoke about Kajol, and that reminded me that you acted alongside her, right, in The Good Wife, right, in Hotstar. I think it was in 2023, and then before that, you had acted with Madhuri ji also.
Correct, correct.
So in fact, if you have a look at your career, you have straddled across multiple languages, original cinema. You started with Mammootty in 2011, Train, and then all these things happened. So, how did you summarize your experience as an actress, having acted with so many stalwarts in the industry? If you have to
I
summarize,
think that summarizing it is just going to be difficult because it's been quite a long journey. But in simplest form, if I can say the summary would just be, I've learned a lot of professionalism. I've learned about being true to your craft. I've learned about really being dedicated to your goal. And most importantly, I've learned about that when you are pursuing something, whether it be as a journalist, you want to pursue journalism. As an actor, you want to pursue, you just have a goal and you want to pursue it and you want to achieve your dreams. You have to give it your 100% and be dedicated
Right.
to it. And, it's a profession, it's a business, it's professionalism. It's not
Hmm.
like, it's not, the glamour and the glitz. It's not about all of that. It's really about how much of it, and you look at it from the perspective of it being a real
Hmm.
art form and craft, but also it's a business. It's a professional world you're in. You have to deliver,
Hmm.
you have to perform, you have to be able to act, not just be good, be brilliant, because today's world is such, and be able to
Right.
really deliver exceptional performances for your directors, which really win hearts for the audiences and also really contribute to the story. So all these things is what I've learned from these
Hmm.
professionals, and I'm sure you agree with me, whether it's a Madhuri or a Mammootty or a iconic Kajol or a Subodh ji, for instance, जिनके साथ मैंने अभी काम किया है,
Yeah,
मेरे को लगता है कि
he's a
मैं
phenomenal actor.
हाँ
As in, I saw him in that viral video. What was that? In
yeah
2020.
it was a big
What an
hit.
amazing performance! Yeah, right. He's such an amazing actor because he's, I think, more into Marathi films and rarely does he come in Hindi. But yeah, and your chemistry was actually very touching as you play the right. So, Sinaji, you have worked with fabulous directors like Vijay Nambiar and then Supanji, and of course, you are working in a project with Hansel Mehta. And
Yeah, it's interesting because all these directors also, like from my first director, he was a
Jairaj?
seven-time national award-winning director, Jairaj. Hanji, yeah,
Jairaj.
Jairaj,
Yeah.
yeah. And then Budhrit Dasgupta also, he won like I think 4 or 5 national awards. I've only attracted really amazing national award-winning directors in my life for some reason. I think I have manifested it, or it's just been so that these directors have been very true to um the form of cinema which combines commercialism and art. It's a combination
Hmm.
of that, which I think is really relevant in today's time. And I also believe in those kind of stories, which are a perfect combination of being really a good commercial film, but also have a
Of
very high artistic value in it,
right. And Sant
aesthetically.
Tukaram has a lot of aesthetic and artistic sort of thing
I hope
imbibed in.
so. Did you watch it? Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I did. In fact, in Hyderabad, where I basically am based out of, there were very few shows, but I managed to see one because in one of our groups where we have a lot of people around cinephiles and people belonging to the film industry, review critics and all, there were a lot of discussion going on about Sant Tukaram. So that
Yeah.
excited me, and I did watch. This was lovely.
Yeah. Also,
And then yeah,
you saw it in Hyderabad, basically. You watched it in Hyderabad.
yeah,
Oh,
and there were very few
nice.
shows. I managed to get one show. It was far off from my place.
Yeah.
There was one show in PVR. I mean, there were three PVRs which were running Sant Tukaram last month. So yeah, it was a night show. I went and watched.
Great, great. It's lovely to talk to somebody who's watched the entire film, because when it's going to be out on OTT soon, and eventually we want everybody to watch it. So that's the goal, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, because it has a lot of historical significance. That's the reason why people have loved the film so much. Yeah. So, coming to the directors, when you retrospect, Shinaji, do you think that, okay, these are the people where they actually brought an extra 10 or 20% out of me? So, do you think like that, or like an actress is always is only performs to her hilt or his hilt when the director maneuvers that way? So, do you think when you retrospect that?
I think that cinema especially is a director's medium.
Hmm.
Stage and theater, because I did stage and theater for about 3 to 4 years. I did theater, so
You did
that is an
theater, right?
actor's medium. Yeah, with
Hmm.
Arvind Gaur, I did 5 years of theater, up to
Hmm.
5 years.
Hmm.
But cinema, because it's really, really, it's really medium of the director, and it's
Yeah.
what his vision is. It's what the editing is. It's about his. So Aditya Om was really instrumental in
Hmm.
framing this character, in bringing
Right.
out my potential to the fullest on the big screen. And of course,
Hmm.
I did a lot of research. मैंने बहुत research
Hmm.
किया इसके लिए. I went and I studied every single book I could about Abli Jijabai. I went to the villages and like I watched and observed like how do I create a character who's a village woman, 300-year-old, century-old, is a historical biopic, and she's so rooted to the rural culture. How do I
Yeah,
create that, right? Unless I have really seen and observed those kind of women and their body language, their mannerisms, read everything about Avali Jijabai. So all these things were part of the research
right.
my first responsibility as an actor, I feel, was to really understand the character. But
Hmm.
like you said, the real magic happened on the set when I
Hmm.
was with the director and
Hmm.
I was creating with him. So you've seen the performance. What did you feel about Avli when you saw her? What did you feel was the thing that connected to you? I would love to know from you
So
because
because
you
it
watched.
right, Sheena, because it was a complete departure for me. As in, I have watched you in The Good Wife, I have watched you in Fair Game. Those are very contemporary roles, right? But when you immerse into the history part, it's a totally different ball game. So that was what intrigued me, excited me. So that is the reason why I asked you this particular question. You think that it's ultimately becomes a director's ball game.
Nice. Yeah, true.
Yeah, coming to that, actually, there were a lot of stuff which I read about, and I think Sant Tukaram started way back in 2023,
Yeah.
2023, right? And there were articles on that, where how you started preparing on your own. So, where initially, Sheena, I just wanted to know now that the film has been showered with a lot of love, did you have any apprehension of playing that part? Because it's not your regular role of the meal, right? Run of the meal stuff. It's kind of historical character that you are playing, and you have to
Yeah.
straight truthful to the character, Jijabai, right? So, did you have any kind of apprehension in your mind when you signed up for this?
No, not at all.
No,
My
not at
only
all.
excitement was that I got something that was so different from who I am. But at the same
Hmm,
time, I think that there was some kind of an umbilical cord from within me that really
hmm,
connected to the character.
hmm, hmm.
And that's why I was excited because she's quite like a revolutionary and a Virodhabhashi in the sense of she's very, very outspoken. She communicates what her thoughts are.
Yeah,
She's
right.
straightforward. She's a fighter. She stands up for her rights. She communicates what she really believes in. And
Hmm,
all
hmm.
these things, I think the universe of that character, somehow,
Right.
whenever you listen to a story, you
Hmm,
have to, I feel as an actor, connect not cerebrally or
hmm,
just from the heart. It's
hmm.
not from here upwards. It's somewhere from your core to the core qualities of this character, which are so grounded and rooted and at the same time full of courage and really believes in rights. I'm also into human rights. So all these things which the story stands for, Sant Tukaram actually fought for caste and gender discrimination because you know that he was a lower caste and he fought for that
Right.
so that his abhangs and his novels and his writings
Hmm,
could be
hmm,
read and
hmm,
understood and disseminated amongst the whole
hmm.
society to be able to bring a better society and be able to
Right.
believe that God is within you. So these were the uh, human rights he was fighting for at a humanitarian level. And even though Avli was fighting with him in the beginning because she wanted his attention and love, and she was
Right.
in the sense of just pure love. She had nothing else, but it was all love. But finally, she fought with him to support him in the larger mission and the goal, which was for humanity. So, what a beautiful character arc,
Definitely.
right, to
Yeah.
play.
And coincidentally, in real life also, you have, as in you are a human right activist, right? So,
Yes.
so did that portion also echo with your real life thing?
I realized this by the end of the story that a lot of that message is really related to what I do in real life, which is communicating
Yeah.
the message of basic rights and equality.
Right.
And
Right.
so it was a real dream come true role because you
And
very
yeah,
often how often do you get a role which is really coinciding with your own
resonates with
inner
your own
beliefs?
personal life, personal universe. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sheena, we will be seeing you in the future. We'll be seeing you in some darker territories. Like you are exploring some darker territories in Lilith, and there is also Jatasya Maranya Dhruvam, right? Where you
Yeah, that's
star
a
opposite
very
with
dark. Yeah, it's
Chakravarti,
very,
who did
very
Satya,
dark. Yeah.
right? With Chakravarti, you are opposite.
Yeah, exactly. He did Satya and I'm playing opposite him. All my scenes are with him and I'm, solving this crime case and together we are fighting we shot in Hyderabad. So all these scenes were done in Ramoji
Right.
city. Ah.
Oh,
So I was
wow.
beating up all the Hyderabadi gundas. I had to beat them up and, really. I'm also a brown belt in karate and martial arts. So I got to use some of that.
Okay. Great.
And we were in Hyderabad. We were shooting there with JD, and mainly just, working with again, a story where I'm playing a cop, a different character altogether, and also Bhayava, where I play a she-devil. It's like a Maleficent kind of a character. Like she was the actual first wife of Adam and Eve. She was Lilith. My character's name is Lilith. So that's a web series I'm coming
Yeah,
up with
Lilith,
by the end of the year.
that's the name of the title, right? Lilith, where you play mystical
Yeah.
and she-devil is
Yes.
what yeah. Okay. So when are we going? Are they coming this year? Or
This
when
year.
When?
I think the South movie, they're just waiting to announce. Everything is ready. And the web series will be announced by the end of the year. And, so it's very, very, I would say it's in a dark space, but the character is very strong characters,
Yeah.
So that's good.
That's great. And of course, there is one unannounced and film with which you are film or web series. I don't know, but there's some
we're not
project
allowed
you
to
are doing
speak
with
about it. Yeah, but
Hansen.
but there's also another web series. There's another film internationally I've done in. It's called Nomad, and it's with
Yeah, it's a
the
Hollywood
assistant director.
thing, right?
Yeah,
Project.
it's with the Tom Cruise's AD. It's his first AD called
Okay.
Taron Lexton. He just did Mission Impossible, which just came out. He was assistant director in that. So it's great to work with amazing directors again. Yeah.
That's fabulous. As in, there is, I think there will be no territory where you have not ventured into. As in, you started in Malayalam. That's the most fascinating thing. And of course, you have done some shows in Bengali. Is it true that you studied in Bengal?
Yes. I actually studied in Bengal. I was born in Calcutta. I have done about 4 or 5 films in Bengal with National Award winning Buddhadev Das Gupta. I did one with Mustafa Sarwar Farooqi. He's also a legendary filmmaker with Busan and international film festivals where a film traveled called And Story. I did another film called Justice with Bapaditya. So these were really amazing films in Bengal that I worked in, and it just gave me a lot of exposure to working with really masterclass level directors who are really world famous as well. These guys, these people, I'm sure, right?
Right. Amazing thing. So great. So it's lovely talking to you, Sheenaji, and just can't wait for these two projects to come to see them on the screen. Lilith and the other one with Chakravarti sir, where you shot in Hyderabad.
Oh yeah, the Hyderabadi one. I'll keep you informed about that. I think when the trailer comes out, we'll definitely share it with you, and that you can watch it, and please spread the word. It's a really interesting
Jatasya Marana Dhruvam. Yeah, the name is Jatasya Marana Dhruvam, right?
Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and Hindi, but it's a Telugu film, yes.
Yeah. So on behalf of Cineblues, we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
And it was lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Bye.